Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilah's Spiritual Spot, coming with your weekly reading for July 5th to July 11th, 2021. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also hit the notification button for when I go live and drop videos. I am using my Psychic Tarot for messages from our spirit guides or spirit. I'm going to be using my Star Child Tarot and my Star Spinner Tarot for this reading. If you're interested in the deck I use, please remember this is for all Cancers. So take whatever resonates and leave behind what doesn't. So right away we have some obstacles and challenges, and you have heartache and loss. The reason I chose these decks is because I am looking to give readings based on spiritual growth and self, right? So these are the decks I use for that. It can go into financial and relationship readings, but it will always come back to center. It will always come back to what does Cancer need emotionally or spiritually. And I did that specifically because I was just drawn to do that. So 6 cards on the table: subconscious, conscious, and advice from spirit. And I would clarify with the Star Spinner Tarot. Right, see what I'm saying? Transformation. And we do have the King of Crystals here, which is like the King of Pentacles. But when we think of Pentacles, think of it as grounding, being rooted. Being rooted in the transformation that's going to happen. Now, it can be a financial read. That could be part of your obstacles and challenges and your heartache and loss. It could also mean that this person, the King of Pentacles, is the one causing you the distress, but we will see where the rest of the reading leads us. So this is happening in our subconscious mind. We have the Sun. You're having blessings and you're not even seeing them because you're stuck into this heartache and pain and obstacles, and you're stuck into your own. Things are starting to open up with that Sun being in your conscious position. So you're going to get some positive news this week is what I'm seeing here. The Temperance card, emotional balance. What I was saying will always go back to center using these decks. And I love these decks. I mostly use them for myself because I'm selfish like that. We have the High Priestess card, clarifying that transformation, and that Knight of Pentacles. You have the Six of Swords, clarifying that Sun. That's not a bad thing, because sometimes you need to walk away to see the blessings. You have the Five of Wands, clarifying that Temperance card. You have the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So there's some things, like I said, opening up this week, represented also here by that Eight of Wands. This is just your overall feeling of Spirit is recognizing the heartache and loss you're feeling. And it's been an obstacle and a challenge. Now for you, this reading is going to be very generalized because we do have the financial and the relationship aspect being presented here, represented by that Knight, I think I said before, that Knight of Pentacles. So Knights are men of action. Pentacles are the slowest moving of the Knights. So I feel like this is in terms of your energy versus a relationship. I mean, it can be a relationship that's slow with that masculine energy. Whoever that masculine partner is, whether it's in business or relationship, you feel like they're not committed to you soon, quick enough. There should be a commitment. You should be further along. And this is why we have the obstacles and challenges and the heartache and loss. Many of you have lost your Knight of Pentacles, and this is the emotional turmoil that is being presented here. But this is going to be about your emotional and spiritual self and how you can get over all of this. You have the High Priestess card here. So this tells me that you kind of knew something was off here in terms of this Knight of Pentacles or Crystals. Kind of knew something was off. But with this transformation card, you kind of didn't want to see the light, because that's what I'm focusing on, right? You see how this person is in shadow, walking towards the light, but the light is blinding them to what it is that they should have been seeing, and their instincts going off. So to me, you're kind of living in the dark, right? Walking towards the light, and there has been some illumination, and you're going to get out of that funk. So even in your subconscious mind, that's been going on, like you're trying to find your way, right? Here we have the Sun card. Here you have the Sun card. So things are starting to open up, and you're starting to see what direction you need to go into. Like you're walking again towards the light. The light is leading your way, whether you recognize that or not. But somewhere in your subconscious mind, you understand that this transformation has to happen. Whether you left this person or this person left you, you will get over that obstacle and that pain, because it's just your time. It's your time to understand and put things into perspective here, represented here for me with that Six of Swords. It's a necessary transition. It's a transition you cannot avoid. You couldn't avoid the challenge, right? But you are up for the challenge. You just have to realize that you knew all along this was going to happen. In our outcome card, our outcome aisle or section here, you have Temperance card. And this has been a theme for most of, I think this has probably come up for every single sign, whether in this deck or the Star Spinner deck, this Temperance card, because it's you getting in touch with your spiritual self, right? Pouring into your cups, but in balance. Pouring into your cups, right? The only thing that can disrupt you moving forward is you, right? This Five of Wands, you see the person right there with all the wands pointed at them? This is you turning against yourself, basically. This is challenges and obstacles. But a lot of our obstacles are self-inflicted here. This person will be fine, because you see, if they're in like a lotus position, they're in meditation, right? They're connecting to their spiritual self, which will feed your emotional self. Let's clarify. Yeah, this week, or whenever you hear this message, is going to be a turning point for you. Let's get some clarification. The High Priestess card again. Listen to that instinct, those messages you're receiving of the subconscious in your dreams, in your fantasies, in your waking consciousness, like, you know, when you drift off and you daydream. Pay attention, because you especially are receiving signs of growth and change. Here it is. So it is in reference to a relationship and walking away. It's walking away from that slow moving person who is non-committal, who's dragging their feet, right? That's the obstacles and the challenge. And here we have the Seven of Swords. When we talk about the Seven of Swords, it's betrayal, right? It's running away, it's dishonesty, it's all the ugly that comes from this Five of Wands, right? It just magnifies the feelings. We're magnifying the feelings of this betrayal, right? And not seeing the light, not seeing that this necessary obstacle was supposed to be moved from our being, so that we can have the growth and change necessary that is supposed to take place. That is for you, Cancer, I am Delilah Rose, and this is Delilah's Spiritual Spot.